This kind of a problem that you're looking at right now is confusing because it's considered a problem that I like to call a triangle inside a triangle. And let me show you the two triangles. I'll do one in blue. The blue triangle is this big triangle around here. See, there's a big triangle. I'm not drawing it very well, but it goes all the way around. And the little triangle, I'll draw it in green, is right here. It's just this one from here to there to there. Again, I'm not drawing it very well, but it's these three lines right there. So you can see the green one is the small one, and the blue one is the big one. All right? And because you need to be able to tell the difference between the big triangle and the small triangle. Let's solve first for y, because that's when they give you a problem like this, they're going to say something like solve for x and y. Solve for x and y. Alright? So when you solve for y, you have to create a proportion. You have to do something over something equals something over something. So let's just do y. Y is part of the big triangle. Alright? Y is part of the big triangle. You see, because it's on this side of the big blue triangle. So let's put it over the small triangle. We'll do big over small. So y over 5. Because we have y here, and the corresponding side is this 5, because they're both on this side of the triangle. Okay? So big over small. So then let's do the other side, big over small as well. We have this side right here. We have the 4 and the 2. Right here, 4 and 2. So it's the big side. We're doing the big on top. And 4 plus 2 is 6. So I'll just write it up here like this so you can see how I did it. 4 plus 2. Because you're doing that whole big side, and it's going to be over the small side, which is just 2. And to simplify that, we just do y over 5 equals 6 over 2. And then we cross multiply. We cross multiply the y and the 2 and the 6 and the 5. We're going to multiply across, and then we're going to make them equal to each other. So we have 2y equals 30. And divide both sides by 2, and we get that y equals 15. And so we've solved half the problem. So we can write that in there, y equals 15. All right? And again, let's try and do x now. Let's do a different color. What color haven't we used yet? I'll do purple. So now we're going to have something over something equals something over something, and we know that x is going to be one of them. Now x is the big side. X is the big side. So and the small side that corresponds to it is just here. It's just the 3. So that goes on the bottom. You're doing I'm just choosing to do big over small. You can do small over big as long as you do them both the same. So big over small. Now let's pick another big side. Another big side. Well, we just found that y is 15, so we can use 15, but that number is big. Let's just use this side, the 4 and the 2. And we'll say that is 6, because 4 and 2, and then the small side is just 2. So we're doing on the left side there, we're still using the same, the 6 and the 2, we're using it's the same as the proportion we used over here. But again, you cross multiply the 3 and the 6 and the x and the 2, and it comes out to be 2x equals 18, because 6 times 3 is 18. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 9, and you could write that right here, that x equals 9. And that, so x equals 9, y equals 15. That is the answer to this problem. So whenever you have problems, let me just reiterate this. Whenever you have a problem with a little triangle inside a big triangle, the easiest way to do is to do the big side over the small side. So y over 5, and the big side over the small side, the big 6 over the little 2. And then with the x's, it's again, you do the big side over the little side, the x over the 3, and then we pick the other side, the big side which is 6 over the little side which is 2, and then you just cross multiply and you find the answer. And that is how you solve those kinds of problems.